What's up, people? It's Multiplier in the building, and by the building I mean the studio. Anyway, right, today it's all about Bitwig Studio. Da da da! And what I thought I'd do is do a review, except do it in my own sort of unique way. Just cause it's just basically, if you don't know much about Bitwig, it's this new, I'm gonna call it a DAW, digital audio workstation, and it's basically it's like Ableton, except a bit different. And it was made by, I think, some of the guys who originally worked with Ableton and kind of split off to do their own thing. So I've heard some kind of good reviews about it, but I know shit all about it. And what I thought I'd do to keep things interesting and to keep things different is open it for the first time in front of you and then wing it and see what happens. And this will be kind of like a first impression sort of vibe ting. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna be sweet. And this is literally 100% legit. Never opened Bitwig before, don't even know how it works, but we're gonna improvise like jazz. So Bitwig Studio. Version 1.0.8 it looks like. It's got a cool red logo, I like that. We're going to run in demo mode because I ain't paying for this. And cool, running in disable mode. Right, doing a click. Now we're waiting. Now, what's this? So, welcome to Bitwig Studio. Audio interface. Choose the audio interface. This is quite nice. Core audio, input. Let's not have any input, so I'm recording my mic with Ableton right now. Output, we need to go into Soundflower so that you can hear what the fuck is going on. Sample rate, that's fine. Buffer size, probably crank that up for the time, especially put it on mental high, otherwise. Got too much shit going on right now. Audio outputs, fuck it, that will do just fine. That's quite nice though. What's going on? Add mono, add stereo, add speakers, add headphones. Interesting. Right, clicking at this arrow. First impressions is this grey is shit. Right, controllers. Choose the controllers you want to use. Let's plug in my Ableton push. I wonder if this will work. Right, cableage. Cables don't make noise. There you go. It's a noise. Bashing it on the push, so you know the cable is being plugged in. I'll enhance the audio. Click. That's the cable going in. You might have heard that, and that was the top of the Ableton push coming off. Right, I'll turn it on, and now let's see what happens. Give it a few seconds to do its magic, and then let's do detect available controllers. No detectable auto. Brilliant. Right, no. I wonder if it's a manual one. Okay. Nope. Right, doesn't look like an Ableton push works with it. Surprise, surprise. Should we plug in a keyboard? Nah, fuck it. Turn off the Ableton push. I only like Ableton push. Keyboards are shit. Right. Oh, bollocks. Right. Top's back on. Right, we're continuing. We're not using a controller today, it turns out, but that's quite nice. Albeit it'd be nice if there were more controller options, especially since I spent so much money on this push, which is amazing. Right, thank you. Now, this logo is quite nice. Now, I don't know, you might not be able to tell because obviously this is a screen record, but it doesn't look very good quality. I don't know whether this is just that... It looks a bit shit. I've got a retina display and it just looks like blurry as fuck. Right, whatever. Finish. Right, so what is this? This looks a bit different. Cool, so we got this. Let's click this little button. Let's make it a bit bigger. And what is going on right now? So we got, it looks like play button up here. Activate, deactivate the audio engine. Why do we want to turn that off? Don't understand that. Now let's see, this little eye, that might be useful. No event selected. What's an event? Instrument, audio. I'm not sure how it looks like Ableton just yet. Well, that looks like Ableton. These little up arrow, punch in, punch out things. They look like a bit like Ableton, and the overdub button. That's probably going to be the BPM, I'm guessing. Probably going to be the BPM. Yeah, BPM. Let's choose 128 because we are boring today. No, let's choose 129. Brilliant. File. Edit. View. One of these any cool views. Show inspector panel. I was already showing the inspector panel. Right. Sound effect. Oh, this is a bit different. What's going on here? Master. It's got a bit of a Logic sort of vibe having this kind of this column-y dude. It's quite nice. Let's should we do something? Let's see what happens. So there's a whole bunch of stuff over in browser. Let's see what. It's found some of my VSTs. What is this button? Packages, multi-samples. What is that? Music. What is that? Browser clips. What is that? Browser files. It's probably configuration. What's going on here? Wonder what a package manager is. Interesting. So I guess the good news so far is we have our VSTs. Now let's try and move one of these in. Let's do a drag, maybe massive. Oh, that was pretty intuitive. 10 points. Oh, I recognize this. You see, I think what's going on is Bitwig is a shit resolution because that is way bigger than I was expecting. It's a bit shit, right? Whatever. What are we doing now? Massive. We have massive open. Let's open up a preset, set pre. Let's try this one. And then what we're going to do, I should put headphones on for this. Shit's getting serious right now. Oh, my cable route is all over the place after the whole Ableton push debacle. Oh, cable apocalypse. Right, headphones are going on. Shit's getting real. Let's, right, that little record button there looks like might make a noise. Let's do a test. Oh, what is going on? Okay, how do I make a note come out? I'm just bashing buttons on the key. Oh, what's going on over here? These. Try to press buttons on the keyboard like you would in Ableton. Let's, how does the fucking keyboard work? No, why is it not making any noise? I don't know what's going on. What's that do? Mixer panel, that's quite nice. Oh, no editor. Oh, we should have looked down here the whole time. There's some interesting shit going on. What is that button? What did I do? Automation editor, show notes letter. Right, so we're not gonna record them in yet because we obviously don't know how that works. Right, let's draw in some notes. Maybe why aren't the shortcut? Why isn't everything identical to Ableton? This is frustrating. How do we draw some notes in? Double click. That was a good guess. Now, velocity information looks shit. Why is that not what I'm expecting? Why is it 78.7? That makes no sense for a velocity. Is that making noise? I haven't got my headphones on. Right. Right, noise is coming out. It's a great start. So, let's do like some sort of, delete those. Let's draw a pattern like. Loop that and you got a techno track. Right. Let's try this. A little bit of that. Where's the loop brace? Is that the loop brace? Yes, probably. Brilliant. Brilliant, that's the whole song done. Cool, so what, like genuinely what have we got going on here? So there's these buttons here, edit contents, visual clear. What, oh, where the fuck's it gone? Right. Instrument massive. Is that like an instrument rack sort of vibe? Layered editing. Interesting. What is going on with that? Like genuinely, what is going on with that? What does that do? I'm so confused right now. Right, let's just draw some more clips. Why is it gone orange? Oh, I see what's going on. I think it's that instrument one. Let's rename that. Oh, I guess the shortcut for that. Brilliant. I see. So you can draw all your MIDI for each track. That's actually quite a nice touch. That's a nice touch. Props, Bitwig. That's pretty cool. So it looks like for this MIDI, it basically just takes all your different tracks. So see how I have like massive here, brilliant here, spelled brilliantly. And then just by kind of, yeah, you can just jump right between the different MIDI for each thing, which is quite nice touch. Not especially useful, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. What's this background shit? Oh, I don't know what's going on with that. F, what's F? Hide irrelevant notes. I wonder if that's like, F's are shit, so it just gets rid of F. Brilliant. I wonder if it's like, yeah, delete shit sounds. That'd be a good button. Right, so how do we say change the instrument here? Let's figure that out. Right, one of these maybe. Device panel. Oh yeah, I bet it's that. So because yeah, we have this kind of massive thing going on. Let's ignore that for now. Let's do? What does this little plus do? I bet that's interesting. That's how you add some more stuff. What's a container? That sounds cool. Instruments. I'm confused as fuck. Right, okay. Let's rename this something useful, like useful. It's got massive. What happens if we add, say, an audio effect? So let's do. Let's actually choose a preset we might be able to kind of work with a bit. So let's choose a preset. Which one of these buttons are we the right button? This one? Yes! Brilliant. Open sound. Let's choose a preset. Ting-a-ling-a-ding. Right. Massive trap presets. Fine, all that'll do. Let's do something simple, like that's not very simple. Perfect whoop. That's pretty simple. Let's do a play. You playing? I'll tell you straight away what's a really nice touch is what's going on with the top left kind of master meter. Master kind of audio level meter. You know what I mean. Look at the top left. That's really nice because it's quite like big and long and you can see what's going on. It'd be nice if you could put like a number next to it. That's pretty cool because normally in Ableton you got stupid little meter and it's kind of hidden away and a bit shit. So let's hit a little plus. Let's try an audio effect. Let's do, what the fuck is rotary? I bet you that little button like turns the little thing on, off and on. I wonder if I hold it over. Brilliant. 12 minutes. We're doing well. Ah! What the fuck? Turn it off. Turn that way down. That is stupid. Whose idea was that one? Cool. Right. And does it get any more interesting? What is there some cool way? Someone said something about routing. I should have really done some research. Why that looks like you should be able to click it, but you can't. Right. What does that button do? Show project panel. Okay, that's pretty cool. Just a bit like file manager. What's that button do? Show studio input output. That's quite nice again. Quite nice again. I think I'll leave browser up for now. Ooh, what's going on this? What's that? Can you get multiple projects in a single tab? That'd be rad. Create. How would you? Looks like there's different tabs. I wonder if you can get them separate. How do I find new? Oh, sweet. That's actually really cool. Looks like you can get different like projects in different like tabs. You can be like, boom, new project, boom, new project, boom, new project, etc. No idea how that works with your RAM and thing, but it's pretty cool. Now I feel like I'm missing something. Isn't there like a session view or something? View. Oh, there was. Toggle. What's going on? What is going on right now? Where is everything gone? Right. Oh, we're in a range. Maybe if we go to mix. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, new button, everyone. Oh, sweet. That's actually pretty cool. It has kind of the logic-y thing where that's there. Okay. Bitwig's getting some mad props right now. So what it looks like it's done is you got your, this is a bit like your session view. So you got your kind of scenes, you can see just like Ableton. Everything's laid out a bit like Ableton. It looks pretty familiar to Ableton, doesn't it? Except something awesome has happened, which is this. So you see how it says what instrument you got and then what effects you got here? So you can see what effects you got on each track when you're looking at the mixing view, which is something that I think should be in Ableton more than anything else in the world. It's one of the reasons I nearly switched to Logic a while ago. But yeah, just 'cause it's really nice to be able to see what's happening to each track just at a glance. That's super rad, super rad. Albeit something that should just be in Ableton. I don't know why it's not. Groove, metronome. We'll get edit. What's edit do? Ooh, what's going on here? This is different. This is different right now. So again, these buttons. What's that button do? That was interesting. Is that, oh, it's through the fold button. Oh, I see. So that's what irrelevant notes is. So basically, it looks like irrelevant notes is like the fold button in Ableton, which basically, let's say you got the whole piano roll, so every little note on the little keyboard, little device. But of course, if you want to keep things in a certain key, you only end up using a subset of those notes. So you may end up using like 8 notes out of 12 or whatever else it is. I can't count. Counting is difficult. So hiding irrelevant notes would basically hide all the notes that you don't want to use for a particular key. Now, how would it determine what notes were relevant or not? It must be able to insert a key somewhere or something. I don't know what's going on up here, maybe. Like Garage Band. What is what? Oh, here you go. Key. Change it to A3. Why is that irrelevant notes not changed? Surely that's supposed to change. I can't remember if those notes are different or not. Right. So this has 888 G, G, F, right. Okay, I've memorized that. That's the same. What, I don't know what's going on. I'm guessing hide irrelevant notes is something to do with the key, but I can't figure out what the fuck's going on with that. That's just retarded. Right. Right, what it's got? Someone said there was something cool about routing. Oh, and I should have asked them what does that button do? Relevant is just snapping, like that. What does that button do? Absolute snapping. Who cares? What's that button do? Oh, so mixer panel. Oh, that's quite cool. It's quite cool. Got device thing. Got, is that like your? Someone said there was something cool. I haven't been blown away yet, I've got to be honest, but what is that a button? Automation, right? Okay, that makes sense. Options. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's go back to massive. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Right, cool. What happens if you put plus before massive? This will be fucking cray. Containers. Oh, it's got your kind of note effects, which are like MIDI effects. Instruments. Now, what? Oh, that probably overwrite massive. Let's try. Yeah, you go. Fucking overwrites it. No, it didn't. What's going on? There's 2. Why is that? Entry clap. I'm confused as shit right now. What did that do? Can't see any logic to that. What is that? What does that even mean? What does that button do? Show high presets. That makes sense. Right, delete. Right. What other pluses can we put? Containers. Drum machine, instrument layer, XY instrument. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, pretty standardy sort of shit. Similar to the Ableton thing. Right. S effect 1. Is that like a return track? I bet it is. Bet it's like a return track. And then if we go to something like mixer view, we can probably send shit to that. Can we probably? With this knob? There you go, yeah. So yeah. Looks like you got your return track sort of vibe. So it's quite like Ableton by the looks of things. It doesn't look as pretty. It doesn't look as nice. Now Ableton still looks a bit shit compared to like Logic and stuff. especially on this Retina display. Not that you can really notice in this video, but right, 20 minutes in, I should probably like conclude or something, but I'm gonna keep digging. All right, preferences. We have a look in preferences. Where's preferences gone? I saw it a second ago. Oh, there you go. Cool. Right, general audio. I wonder if my sound card's fucked up right now. Normally people say there's been like an audio glitch by now, so. Display profile. I won't even listen to all this all the way through, so I won't even know if there's been an audio glitch. Default track volume, that's quite a nice touch. Raw audio, if meter mode, again, that's quite a nice touch, Audio. Plugin management, quite cool again. Quite cool. Nothing radical. Cool, but not radical, I would say. I probably missed something really important that people were gonna be like, "What are you doing?" What does that button do? Follow playback, knife tool, eraser, time selection, arrange. Now, there's a few things I would need to be able to do if I could ever use it seriously. So, can you lower this? Cool. Now, can you make each one of these track layers less big? Why can't you see the meter there doing shit? Oh, you can. It's over here. That's a track volume. Don't like that. I need to be able to see in terms of numbers where each track. That meter's too small. Let's go to mixer view. There you go. Now we drag this. Now, see, that's still alright because we can see meters, but we need to see a numeric value for where it's peaking. If we can't see that, it's stupid. I'm gonna throw it out the window. Why can't you drag it up? Like, why isn't it Ableton? That's the problem. Why can't they just have took Ableton and fix the problems with it instead of just making a new program? That's what they should have done. They should have just called it Ableton or Abletune, or they should have just like done a different version of Ableton and gone, can we just borrow Ableton and make it better ourselves? That's what the owners of Bitwig should have done. That's my conclusion. Fuck it, we're stopping here. My conclusion is it's got some nice features. Definitely still looks like a new program. There are some cool things about it. However, what they should have done is instead of like redoing Ableton and making it quite nice, they should have taken Ableton and just added the bits to it that everyone wants, because this looks a bit stupid. I must admit, it just doesn't look as good. It looks a bit kind of cartoony. I'm not a fan of the colours. Whenever we can change the colours, because you can in Ableton. It's probably in preference. Oh, we've already been in preferences and it wasn't in there. I don't know. They probably can't change the colour, which would be stupid. Whatever. Anyway, I'm certainly not switching, but yeah, it's cool. I'd say, yeah, take a look at it if you fucking want to. If you want to see a proper professional review of all the cool new features, which I really should have done, and I probably do now, and then really regret not doing it beforehand. But yeah, do it. Whatever. It's been Multiply. What do you expect? This is the sort of shit I do. Bitwig. And let's fucking delete this before I get... Right. Applications... I don't want it on my computer. It's wasting space. Waste of space. Why is caffeine still on my computer? I deleted that. Oh, don't want anyone to know my password. Actually, but I can still delete it. Why can't I enter my password right? There you go. Why is Canon YouTube? What is it? Oh, Canon network tool. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's from my printer. Makes sense. Anyway, yeah. All right. Done. Bit was gone. Video over. Done. Checkmate complete.